The night practice is over. Frank Reich spoke to the media about it and where his team is at. Alie-Cox with a little bit of a scare. He and Stephon Gilmore, they ran into each other. Frank Reich addresses that during his post-practice presser.
Okay, wow, what a great night. Great night for a night practice. Weather was perfect. One of our biggest crowds that we've had, I think, in this being our 5th year here. So a lot of energy. The players were feeding off that. We got a lot done. I'm really happy with the way we're practicing, the speed, the tempo. All these things to clean up, but making good progress for the start of camp.
Parris was saying that, like, Matt going over the middle and some of those overs and digs and stuff like that, he feels like that's Matt's bread and butter and his bread and butter. Is that a good just mesh of skills for Parris and Matt?
It is. Matt just has a lot of confidence throwing the ball over the middle. He's just done that his whole career. And Parris feels comfortable in there too. A lot of his college stuff was inside there. But he's continued to develop. I think those two have a good chemistry. I think Matt's working hard with all the receivers, but Parris has certainly been shining a little bit.
Did you finish early again, or
pardon?
On time? Early again?
A little bit early, about 5 minutes early. Yeah.
Right, do you have any conversations with Parris entering this season that were any different than the previous ones? I mean, I know at some point it's just like,
just our belief in him. Just reiterating our belief and confidence in him. The stuff he's had been kind of freakish. So, just come out there with confidence, and it's a long season, and just take it from a positive approach, and we're behind you and give you everything you need, but you got to go earn it. He's got to earn it, and he knows that.
But you've seen in OTAs and this what he can bring to the offense.
Yeah, I mean, he's got speed, he's strong with the ball. Every time he touches, he's a breakaway threat. I mean, he's got that legit speed. But Parris also real smart. So I think it's a good combination. We've talked about this in our receiver room meeting the last couple of days. We're going to be unselfish. We're going to spread the ball around. We're all going to get their shots, and they're going to earn their reps. Parris is doing a good job so far early in camp.
Frank, Parris hasn't played a lot, obviously, but have you been able to see the growth in spite of that? Because, when he came in, we kind of wondered, was he the whole package of the receiver?
Yeah, I mean, when he came in, it was kind of like, hey, he's the slot guy, does all the gadgety stuff. As Chris, when we drafted him, Chris and I from the start always had a vision for Parris doing it all. I don't want to say we were 100% sure. I was pretty confident that he could play inside and out. Right, he still has yet to prove that, but he has all the skills. And when you look at the route trees from the slot and outside, he can run all the routes that you need to in our offense. It's a good fit. So he just needs opportunities and to build that confidence.
Frank, any update on Mo? Looked like his left.
Yeah, they had he and Stephon had that collision. Stepped up on the spine and finished practice. Mo was tweaked his knee a little bit, but I don't think it's anything serious. We just kind of held him out just to be safe.
Where have you seen from Pittman so far? What are your expectations?
He's a beast. I mean, I've seen the same thing I've seen last year. A bunch of balls didn't go to him today, but as we've been working, he's just, we feed off of his energy. I feel even more leadership from him in every way, in that room, on the field, off the field. What we love about Pitt is just the ultimate competitor, and I think our offense and our team feed off of that. We feel his toughness, we feel his competitiveness, and for us to continue to grow as a team, that's the kind of thing that we need to build on.
Any high points that one on the sideline, that's kind of like what he does, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, that's exactly what he does. And then the other thing he does a lot of things. He does that. He's physical in the run game, right? And we love to throw him those shallow routes and those crossing routes and let him put it in his hands and let him run with it, because he gets violent when he's got the ball in his hand.
We've seen a lot of guys kind of slipping a little bit. Is there any concern?
The field's still a little damp. I mean, from that rain that we had. So you guys saw the other day, it was pretty slippery out here. I was hoping that it would be kind of back to normal, but it probably just needs another day to get. Fields are in great shape, but there was a lot of rain. I mean, it was coming down hard up here, and so it was good. But it was still a little slippery.
Ashton Doolin's had some nice catches so far. Do you feel like at this stage in his progression, this is kind of his opportunity to lock in a little more at receiver, since he's kind of got the special teams part down pat?
Yeah, I cannot emphasize how strongly we feel about Ashton Doolin, and that he's going to play a role in this offense. And he's proven it, he's earned it. He's going to have to continue to prove it and continue to earn it. But this guy, he's he's another one of these guys. This the toughness that he has. He's smart. He can play. He plays all the positions. He knows what to do. He's a competitor. It's not too big for him. He's a playmaker. We love him, and so I'm planning on him making a contribution. You know, we're all planning on him making a significant contribution to this, to not only special teams but to the offense this year.
Frank, when you guys faced Flus in practice, a lot of underneath stuff is kind of what you had to take. Is that similar with Gus, or I guess what are kind of...
A little bit. You know, when Gus is playing the Seattle 3 that he's famous for, you know, one of the guys who kind of originated it in that group of guys that originated it. So there's times when they get in that off, you know, that we got to check it down, but and that's our primary thing on defense. So, you know, but then we look to try to create shots, and Matt's going to experiment a little bit in practice and try to test it. You know, test it. We got to test certain things in training camp now, but we also still got to continue to be patient and get the ball underneath when we can.
When you talk about the practices running at this clip, I mean, you've got to get that from the second team offense too. What impact has Nick Foles had on that?
Yeah, I mean, he and Matt are a great pair. I mean, they're very different, but Nick is real. Like, Matt is just all business, and you know, and his work. I mean, it's work. You know, Nick he keeps things real simple. You know what I mean? He just keeps things real simple. He doesn't want to overcomplicate it. He doesn't want 1,000 million checks. You know, he just wants a handful of things, and let me just go play ball. Let me feel it out. And so both of those lead to fast tempo. So the way those two guys are leading the offense has been exactly what we need.
Coach, how's Reggie on the coaching staff so far?
Reggie's been unbelievable. I cannot tell you how fast an adjustment he's made to kind of coaching life. He's had an impact in that room already. You can see it. A couple things technically that he brings to the table, the way he's teaching them to get in and out of breaks, I think. I see it. I saw it in OTAs. Feel like we've gotten better. And then I just think the air of confidence that Reggie has, and that he's played at such a high level. So really looking forward to the guys feeding off of that as well.
Last one here.
Naheem was excited about him and Jonathan getting to play together in the same formation. How much does having Matt kind of allow you to get even more creative with that and expand that, just with how he's used the running back over his...
Yeah. Very, very comfortable with it. Matt's very comfortable with it. He's very comfortable with Naheem. I think he and Naheem have worked a lot this offseason together, so we can utilize Naheem in a number of different ways where we line him up, like you said, Joel, in the backfield, with JT, or put him anywhere in the formation and feel like there's going to be confidence there. Naheem's, as we've said all along, he's just a guy who's going to be involved in this offense. He's magnetic when he has the ball in his hands. We feed off of his energy. I continue to be excited about, I know everybody talks about our skill. Do we have enough quote-unquote skill in those positions? But I just think, I'm hoping that we surprise a lot of people with how it looks.
That's Frank Reich, and I got to tell you, it seems like a different kind of Frank Reich. Like a lot of the time, and I've said this before, but Frank Reich talks, and it's kind of, you know, there's not a lot being communicated. But it seems like he feels very good about these guys in a way that maybe imbues us as Colts fans with a lot of optimism.